As with all video documentaries or all movies, there's been some real challenges with this project. One of the challenges is that this project has stretched over an entire decade. For a while, we lost the rights to the production, and then it went dormant for a little while, and it wasn't until recently when Genesis Apologetics agreed to fund the project that we were able to begin it again. When you think about it, we're working with video tracks that have been recorded 10 years ago, and some of the interviews look a little bit dated. But then you're also just working with files that have been existing on multiple hard drives for over a decade. And a lot of times that would be challenging to go back and try and pull up those old files again and try and recreate what we started 10 years ago.
I've always said filmmaking is like running a marathon while doing long division in your head at the same time. It requires the whole of a person. There's a creative side, there's a technical side. You have to be on it managing people because you have a small army of folks to get things done, mostly managing people and knowing when to push and when to not push. A lot of times it's get it set up real fast. We've got a tight schedule to work on, so everybody's got to hustle right now because it'll put us a day behind.
I've learned how hard it is to do a full-length documentary movie. It's a learning process, and we hope to get better and better.
Yeah, it's been a really big change. Big learning curve, I think. It's so much easier to show, don't tell when you don't have to show them everything on audio. Their brain gets to do all that, and now with video, that's a little more of a challenge because we have to show them what we're showing them. So, but it's fun, it's exciting.
Like, because we're shooting so much in the wilderness, it's not like going to shoot downtown where you roll up in your car, you open your trunk out, and you set your tripod. You have to get everything down a trail that's like a mile or two away, and that's difficult because you're worn out before you even get there and turn cameras on, and filmmaking already will wear you out. That's one of the bigger challenges for shooting in this kind of environment is there's low accessibility.
So one of the other challenges to this project was just shooting the documentary. Boy, I remember going up Cinder Cone. A lot of times we had these young homeschool students that were carrying a lot of heavy equipment up this hill, and as you were climbing it, you were in the pumice and you would take a step and you would start to slide back, and sometimes it was just physically exhausting. I remember a lot of the students just talking about how tired they were each night.
It's kind of fun, except for the packing all the stuff around. I packed a 20-pound backpack, which I couldn't really adjust the straps to fit right, so most of the weight was riding on my shoulders, so it didn't feel good.
We're out here at Lassen Park in California, and there's this volcano, this dormant volcano that exists here, and we went up there a few times. We went up with Dr. Shormann, we went up with Harold, who's playing Dr. Griggs, and that thing is a killer. It's like 45 degrees uphill. It's, you know, it's like bear crawling up that thing, and it's sand too. So you've got the incline plus the sand. It's a killer workout. I mean, if you want to drop some pounds, some lbs, come climb this thing a couple times. It is a nightmare.
Right now, I'm going up this volcano. It is windy as heck. And very steep. It's like a 45-degree angle that we're walking at here.
I remember it was pretty cold and windy. We'd had hail the night before, and real small, fine, flat rock. And so you almost feel like you're walking in like sand or snow, trying to go up it, but it's pretty easy to slip. When we were coming down, we were videoing coming down, and I was holding a boom microphone. I must have fell several times. One of the times I fell, I lost my pocket knife. It was pretty steep.
It felt like every step you took, you really didn't get very far. And after about 10 steps, it was time to catch your breath again.
Dragging things up Cinder Cone, that was a little intense. I remember specifically one time where I was carrying, it was like that frying pan that like Rapunzel had, but I was so little that they just gave me the lid in a bag. And I remember I carried it like a little Santa Claus with it over the back of my shoulder, but I remember we were hiking forever and ever and ever, and I was just like, wow, we are really dedicated to this shoot. It was definitely a journey. It was a challenge for everyone, but we all came together and carried what we could. It was really cool.
But that was actually fun because in the evenings we would spend time together and fellowship together, and we'd tell the stories of the day.
I remember the camaraderie we had joking around, and doing something like that with friends and family is pretty special.